Hello and welcome back to the Brick City. I hope you're all having an absolutely amazing day. I know that I am. I'm doing absolutely incredible. We're going to crack on with some uni work in a little bit. But for now, we're going to be carrying on with nearly the final part of building the Avengers tower. Now, if you've been following this series for a bit, you'll have seen how close we are getting to the end of building this tower. And, you know, it has been a long journey. Nearly 2 weeks we've been building. And literally I've been doing about an hour every day. So I'm going to say it's took me about... it took me about 20 hours maybe. I don't know, the maths doesn't add up, but it's been like minimum an hour every single day building this thing. So it's been absolutely incredible and I've loved building it. But we are going to move on to bags 34 to 36 today, doing another 3. And then that'll be pretty much the tower nearly complete, minus details and other bits, which will come in the later bags. So I'm very excited to do that. But the first thing we need to work on is this section, which is the front window, would you call it? We're still missing this side, so we need to do that, and I'm guessing that's, well, it looks like that's what's in bag 34, so that's the first thing we need to do. And then it looks as though we're adding a lot more detail into some other bits, such as the top of the tower and other bits like that. So I'm very, very, very excited to be doing that. So let's jump into a time lapse and we will start building the first bag. And finally with that, bag 34 actually finishes off this whole front section of the Avengers tower. And I think it looks absolutely incredible like this. I really, really like the kind of smooth tiled off look, and it looks really, really nice. It's a nice kind of difference from having things like this where it builds straight up to doing like snot techniques where you build on the side. So, you know, when it stands up, it's tiled off on the side, and I think it looks really, really nice and really cool. On the inside, you know, it's pretty much exactly the same, except for it's just the back side. They haven't really done much with that, but to be fair, we don't need much with it, just because the only place it's going to be, the only place it's going to be really sat is here, covering up the gaps. And to be fair, I don't think any other studs would fit in there really. It is a bit finicky to kind of get in, and to get both sides working, but when you do get it in, it fits very, very snug and very nicely, and it looks absolutely incredible. Now, something I do have to pick on, but you know, it doesn't bother me too much. It's just this section here on the tower. So obviously we can see like quite a lot of open space, and it would have been nice if someone was done with that. But obviously I do get that it is used so that the tower, so that you can slide the front off of the tower. I just think it's a bit of a kind of open area that there's not much done with it. So it would have been really nice if we actually got some up there. But I'm not going to complain too much, because the whole tower looks absolutely incredible, and it is a very, very amazing set. Now, we do get one minifigure. Oh, try not to knock it off the roof. We do get one minifigure with bag 34, and this, of course, is Tony Stark, and probably one of the coolest, well, it's the most basic, but also one of the coolest minifigures in this set. I love the Iron Maiden kind of looking t-shirt, the very rock AC/DC t-shirt that he's got on. Although some of that I do feel is a bit sloppy with his character. It's just the generic Tony Stark headpiece. So on the back, obviously, we do get the Jarvis display. And, you know, it would have been nice if we actually didn't have that and we just had the, like, different face pieces. Now, on the back of this, we do have a little clear stud. And this is because this minifigure is going to be jumping off the tower and being caught by the Mark 40 suit? 42? I'm definitely getting these suits wrong, but we do get that suit in this as well, and that's obviously a reference to the first Avengers movie where Tony Stark jumps out the tower and he gets caught by the suit, which is a very, very cool scene, and it's nice to have that minifigure in this. Now, that's pretty much everything we got in bag 34. I think we should continue with bag 35, which is starting on some of the roof pieces, so let's start building it up. So this section is now completed, and it may look a bit random and a bit weird, and obviously it is a bendy piece. So yeah, it's not anything too much, but I'll show you where it goes. So let's have a look. So this piece is now going to sit here on the top of the tower. And obviously with it having the bendy Lego pieces in, which is really cool because I've never seen these be used for something like this before, it is going to sit up here by the looks of it. Now, obviously, that doesn't look right, but because it bends, we can, and this is really hard to do one-handed, push it into this section here. And with a bit of maneuverability, it sits very nicely there. And that is the curved slope on the top of the tower, which I think looks absolutely incredible, especially with this section now complete. And I believe bag 35 that we're moving on to now is going to be this section. And tomorrow we will be finishing this. And literally we've only got 3 bags left to do after this one. So yeah, we're getting really, really close to the end of this tower now being finished. And I just think it's looking absolutely incredible. 6 and finish, you know, the building for today. And I'm really excited, although I've just seen Falcons in this bag, and obviously this is the one that comes with 8 stickers. So this is going to take us a little while, especially with the OCD when it comes to stickers, but that's okay. And yeah, I'm really, really excited. We're so close to being finished with this set now. It's just looking absolutely incredible. So let's jump into a time lapse and finish this off. And there we have it, the final piece of today's section is built, and it should just slot in nicely there. And I think if we tilt, yeah, there we are. I think it might need moving a tiny bit, and that tilting, but it fits in very nicely. I mean, it's not connected or anything, like you can just easily move that out, same for this section. But I think that's really cool. So obviously there is like some flaws, and there is the whole section down there, so it's really nice that you can just remove them and get into the section, especially same for this bit as well. You can just remove that and get into the whole tower. But just look how incredible this is starting to look now, and it's really hard to see with this slanted roof. If I step back a bit, you can see the kind of true size of this tower. Now tomorrow we will be finishing off that section, and we'll also be adding the kind of A for the Avengers tower bit and some other extra details that go around this, such as bits at the back as well. But I think it's starting to look really, really cool now with this set, and I'm really, really excited to add these final bits to it. Now, we did build a minifigure in this bag, and probably the hardest minifigure we've had to build so far. And that, of course, being Falcon. And I think he looks absolutely incredible. Like, the sticker pieces on the wings look amazing, although there was 8 sticker pieces to do. So 4 on each side. And obviously we do get this little red triangle piece, which is a reference to Red Arrow, and I think that's really cool. And he's got the really nice little machine gun pistol things that he normally uses. And I think this character looks really cool. He's got printed leg pieces, printed chest, and, you know, he's got, like, you can kind of see printing on the back of his head as well. But I just think it's a really cool minifigure, and, you know, one to add to the mass collection of minifigures we've got growing back here. But obviously tomorrow we are going to be starting on bag 37, and we start by building Eric Selvig, and obviously that's because he builds the kind of portal thing on top of the tower. But we're so close to being done, so tomorrow we're just going to be adding a lot of detail to this set, and yeah, we're going to be finishing there. So thank you very much for coming by today. I know it's been a bit of a long one, and obviously with us being nearly finished the Avengers Tower, and that'll be on display soon, I want to know what you think we should be building next. We do have a few things to build, but I also want to know like what you want me to add to the city, because this is like a joint thing moving forwards between me and you. Obviously I'll be building it and doing all the stuff and storing it, keeping it, displaying it, whatever, but I want to work with you as well. Like, I want your ideas moving forwards. So if you have any ideas, then let me know and we can implement them into the city. And yeah, I'm really excited to kind of be working back on the city, because obviously we've still got the Christmas tree in the city, which needs to be removed because obviously it's not Christmas anymore, and I need to shot that into a little box to display to store for next year when we do get around to Christmas again, and that can go back into the park. Obviously, but you know, I'm going to end the video here because we have done quite a bit today, and tomorrow we're going to be finishing this set, so I'm very, very excited for tomorrow. So thank you very much for coming by. If you have enjoyed this video, please remember to like, subscribe and follow, and I will see you in the next one. Goodbye.